Orleans. They're holding on to the 10th spot in the East. Not where they hope to be, but still within shouting distance. Up next. Hello and thanks for joining us on Noche La NBA, the NBA's celebration of Latin heritage, both among its players and fans. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, thanks very much, guys. Of course, the NBA has had some legendary trash talkers. But Damian Lillard says it's not really a verbal assault like it used to be. In this era, it's more gestures. From the watch your head to the too small or rock the baby to Trae Young's theatrical bows, players have their ways of sending a message. Kevin?
And the message usually received, DA. Thank you. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Young is out there with Rivers. Then it's Simmons. And it's Lawrence in a shooting guard. And for Anaheim, they've got Smith. Baylor is out there with O'Neal. And it's Griffith in at the shooting guard position. Unfortunately, Doris, you'd like to see either of these teams get the win tonight. They're both hunting for a much-needed victory.
Breaking out of a slump, Kevin, to me is a real challenge. Obviously, there is momentum either way. When you get on a win streak, your confidence is high. Right now, these two teams are battling the mental game. They've got to try to find a rhythm.
So Anaheim will get the first possession. Now Smith. In the corner, O'Neal with it. Offline with his three. Looking at the last game for Anaheim, it was a loss to Minneapolis. Young looking around. Here's Simmons. Here's Lawrence. Off target with his three. Here's Anaheim. Pass to Baylor. The tray. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Now here's Mills, covered by Smith. That's tipped. It's Young on the wing, and they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. About a minute played so far here in the first. And that'll be two free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Personal foul.
New Orleans shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
From the arc. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Boy, after missing 3 straight, they finally get one to go down.
Smith outside. Pass to Baylor. Some nice ball movement by Anaheim. O'Neal passes to Smith. No good on that one. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Anaheim team.
And they had some trouble with this group a year ago. And it's a bit of a head-scratcher as to why, given the way both teams ended the year.
And it's Anaheim with the ball, following the score by New Orleans. The pass to Haynes. Baylor trying to get open. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First team foul.
Anaheim shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Haynes taking 2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Mills with it. Baylor picks him up. Rivers. It's rebounded by Baylor. For Anaheim, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Fast break Anaheim. Here's Haynes. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Now, here is Young. 5 points in the game. Bangs home the trifecta. And it's Anaheim with the ball, trailing by 4.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
You know what? There was a lot of standing around in that basketball game. Failing to move bodies and failing to move the basketball is a bad formula.
Here's O'Neal. And no good that time. And New Orleans will come the other way.
I tell you, they were drawing a lot of iron from the perimeter. Couldn't get the threes to go down, and really the story of the game.
What was most disturbing to me was they didn't have a backup plan, right? The threes aren't falling. What do you do next?
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
So timeout called here, the first for Anaheim.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Down low, poked loose. Young against O'Neal. Here's Simmons, dishes to Rivers. Fades back. Young, no good.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Here's Haynes, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now, here's Mills. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. O'Neal against Young. Over O'Neal. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. Here's Mills, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Goes back up. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Anaheim ball. Substitution on the court.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Now, here is Smith. He's tightly guarded.
Switch.
Here's Popovich. And it's all evened up.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Well, for New Orleans, shooting 33% here in the first quarter. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Richardson, he's checked in for Anaheim. Now here's Austin. Here's ABC. Passes it to Pearson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And they take the lead.
Boy, nice shot. He didn't need the fadeaway to create separation, though. He was wide open.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Doris, what do you think about the possibility of the league adding an Offensive Player of the Year or quote-unquote best season award on top of the MVP?
I hate it, Kevin. And the reason I hate it is look at how competitive last season's MVP race was in the NBA. 3 guys equally capable of winning the award. Embiid, Giannis, and Nikola Jokic. All were worthy MVP candidates. I think to dilute a race of that caliber would be a mistake.
Here's Richardson. New Orleans knocking down that triple moments ago. Popovich passes to Austin. They get a hand on it. Oh, and here comes Young all alone. And it's Young finishing it off.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
It's rebounded by New Orleans. Now here's Rivers. This game he had 12.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Young outside. The three. New Orleans with a fresh shot clock. Back to Rivers. Second chance effort. Here's Brentley. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
Pass to Pearson. 1:31 left in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Shot to stop the run. Got a piece of it. Pass to Rivers. Out to the wing. New Orleans moving the ball around. Here's Logan. And he uses the glass on the layup. And it's a 7-point New Orleans lead.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Richardson outside. Pearson. He's guarded by Rivers. Here's Meyer. Second shot opportunity. Here's Pearson. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Young, right side. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Richardson left side. We've got 13 seconds left here in the first quarter. The 17-footer. It's tipped. Young from outside, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's New Orleans. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we return to the second quarter, and Noche Latina specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
They've got O'Neal. He's out there with Baylor. And it's Smith in at the point. And for New Orleans, they've got Simmons. Wallace is out there with Thorpe. And it's Mills in at the 1.
And they continue to control the glass.
From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside? Wow. Mills has got the lead up to 12 now for New Orleans. The pass to Griffith. Now O'Neal. To the middle. And that one's good. Griffith has got his second basket.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Passes it to Lawrence. From deep. Unable to get that one. Anaheim goes the other way with it. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Smith kicks to O'Neal. Back to Smith. Feeds it to Baylor. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
He's off on the second. New Orleans leading by 9. Here's Young. Lays it up off the glass. Young's got 17.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
That was the 2K drive, as that move deserved another look.
And it's finishes like that which have helped them build this lead here in the first half.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for New Orleans.
At the line for 2.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball. Looking for fast break opportunities, always a good idea.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Here's Griffith, defended by Young. Puts it up from 12. Griffith can't get it to go.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. All the officials are all over that one.
For Anaheim, they've gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
2 shots.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Fast break Anaheim. Here's O'Neal. It's good. The assist that time from Smith.
You know, you have to recognize the chance to push it, and they did. Great pass to get the ball behind the defense and an easy 2 points on the board.
Here's Rivers. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Foul, second team foul.
New Orleans shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Rivers.
And he knocks down the first one. Greg, we know a lot of teams using former NBA officials now working as consultants to teach their players how the refs see the game. Just always looking for that edge.
Yeah, Kevin, I think it's a great idea because philosophically sometimes as the rules evolve, players got to learn how to evolve with them. So not getting the calls you might expect, also how you communicate with officials. I think all of that stuff plays a big role in just furthering that dynamic between the officials and the players.
Poked away. Here's Griffith, defended by Young. Here's Smith. The rebound by Brantley. Brantley's got 4 rebounds in this game. Young from outside. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Smith the pass to O'Neal. Here's Griffith, defended by Young. 6 to shoot. From 18 feet away, here's O'Neal. And finally they hit one. O'Neal's got 4 points in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Now, beyond the leaning, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Anaheim making a switch here. Austin's checked in. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Smith outside. O'Neal from long range. And he's good on the 3-ball. O'Neal's got 7 points.
But you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass and finished off by Rivers.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Pass to O'Neal. Smith outside. Back to O'Neal. It's rebounded by New Orleans. It's off to Utah for him after this game as they take on the Jazz. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Young passes to Rivers. The basket good off the assist from Young.
Assisted by
Young's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Austin, the pass to Haynes. Some nice ball movement by Anaheim. Here's O'Neal. He can't get it to go. Good defensive work there by Young.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Off target from the baseline.
You know, he made an easy shot so much harder, and it really cost him the bucket, guys.
Here's Austin. And another miss by Anaheim. New Orleans leading by 12. Young with the ball. He's got 20. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel.
substitution on the court.
And here's Richardson. The pass to Meyer. Here's Austin.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Pass to Richardson. Fires from deep. And the foul called on ABC.
Popovich.
That's his first foul.
Personal foul.
New Orleans making a switch here.
Now into the lineup for New Orleans.
And so Simmons will bring it up for New Orleans. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Young inside. The layup missed.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Richardson the pass to Austin. Here's Popovich, and that one is stuffed right through.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
New Orleans shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. He's off on the first.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Passes to Pearson. Pass to Popovich. All sorts of time. And they recover it. Meyer passes to Austin. 6 on the shot clock. Richardson outside. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. New Orleans leading by 10. 34 seconds left to play in the first half.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
It's Young on the wing. He's got 20. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And out of bounds as Anaheim gains possession.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
There's 14 seconds left in the first half. Now, here's Richardson, covered by Mills. That one's good. The New Orleans lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Richardson. And here's Mills from the arc. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's New Orleans in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we'll be right back after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Taking a look at New Orleans. Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
They built this lead from the perimeter. We know they have shooters to do it. We know sometimes they play outside in. This is one of those games that's going on by the script. Impressive performance thus far.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
They wouldn't be in such a deep hole if they hadn't given up so many offensive rebounds. Getting out hustled, getting moved around, losing possessions. The one thing you can control is effort.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. One half to go. And so it's New Orleans with it. Baylor is out there with O'Neal. And it's Smith. And it's Haynes in at the 5 spot. That's the group for Mike Brown as we get going here in the second half. Young from outside. And then Rivers with the dunk.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Lawrence. First personal foul. First team foul. Checking in for New Orleans, Logan Bradley.
Now, here is Smith. He's guarded closely. And the pass to O'Neal. Over Rivers. They get it again.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul, first team foul.
Elbow. 2.
For New Orleans, they have had a disappointing game so far from the line. Only 3 free throws made.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. No good on the second free throw. Anaheim trails by 10. Here's O'Neal. And it's been a tough game for him offensively.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
Young's shot is off. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Anaheim. Passes it to Haynes. Inside, O'Neal. And the dunk by O'Neal.
And no doubt, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Young from outside. The shot, no good. Anaheim goes the other way with it. Griffith passes to O'Neal. Smith for 3. The shot off that time.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Here's Smith. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Knocked loose. And now here comes Young leading the break. Mills can't hit. Anaheim trails by 11. In the corner, O'Neal with it. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And another miss by Anaheim.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
For New Orleans, they have had an off night from the stripe tonight, and he can't get the first one.
Well, free throw shooting is a constant cause of concern for them, and today that concern has been front and center.
New Orleans making some changes here. Thorpe comes in for B, and Wallace subbed in for Rivers.
And this has not been a very good performance at the line for him. And in fact, it's been downright ugly. And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Out to Wallace. Lets it go with a 3. Drops in the tray. Wallace has got the lead up to 14 now for New Orleans.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead. This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and astute.
Hammer it home! Hammer it home, baby!
That is authority right there.
It was. And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
That's an incredible move by him on what's been an impressive night all around.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
Anaheim trails by 14. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Young outside. The three ball. Another miss by Young.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
The dunk with the foul on top of it. So strong.
Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
New Orleans leading by 11. Now Mills. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. To the inside. And the layup's good off the glass.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Offensive rebound. Popovich. Goes up again, and the layup is good. ABC's got 6.
Boy, his hard work on the offensive glass, earning an additional opportunity.
Mills passes to Thorpe. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Anaheim trails by 13. Pass to Pearson. Here's Griffith. He has 7. Can't connect from long distance. To the right side. Mills with it. Now Smith defending. Ball's knocked loose. It's taken away by Smith. Teardrop shot. He gets it in there. Smith's got his second bucket tonight.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by your AT&T 5G Slam King. Slammed home, and they call the foul. He's headed to the stripe for one more.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut to the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Simmons checked in for New Orleans. Anaheim trails by 14. Here's Lawrence. And again, no good by New Orleans. Richardson outside. And that's out of bounds. Anaheim will retain possession. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Anaheim calls
timeout called. Anaheim
trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
And there's the pass to Pearson.
2 minutes remaining.
Now here's Austin. Wallace covering. Goes up at the stripe. Almost, but it rolls out. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on the general.
Personal foul.
That is his first foul of the game. And for Anaheim, they're shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Richardson kicks to Baylor. Pass to Austin. Here's Meyer. Misses, and he wants that one back.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
2 shots.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Anaheim trails by 15. From the baseline. That one doesn't go. And New Orleans will come the other way. Here's Wallace. Cans it from downtown. Wallace has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Back to Richardson to stop the run. Connects from three-point range. Richardson's got 5.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the third quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be going.
Passes it to Austin. 36 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Can't hit from 12.
He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success.
Here's Wallace. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Richardson right side. Pass to Meyer. Over Simmons. And the baseline jumper, no good. 1 second left. No good that time. And so it's New Orleans sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Back to the action in just a minute. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So for New Orleans right now, they've got Simmons. He's out there with B, and it's Lawrence in at the 2 guard. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. In recent years, Doris, we've really seen the Players Association stepping up and address player needs and, at the same time, global social issues.
Kevin, it's been absolutely inspiring to see the players use the tools they have at their advantage and their disposal. They want to create needed change, represent themselves, their communities, their organizations. Leadership at its absolute finest.
New Orleans making a switch here. New Orleans leading by 19. Wallace outside. From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range. Wallace has got 16 points here in the second half. And for Anaheim, they're shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. O'Neal passes to Smith. Lets it fly from 18. Simmons pulls it in. And so Simmons will bring it up for New Orleans. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. Drills it from outside.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Here's Griffith. Smith for 3. And another miss by Anaheim. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Young outside. We know the NBA is exploring alternate broadcasts for selected games, allowing users to pick their commentators. Doris, should you and I be nervous?
Kevin, I'm always nervous, and you will always be the A-team. Come on, my man. The fans know they need to listen to Kevin Harlan.
You are, Doris, way too kind. Coming from you, a Hall of Famer, you kidding me? I'll work with you any day, and I'll do the analyst, and you can do the play-by-play. How does that sound?
Kevin, love it.
And you know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
New Orleans making a switch here. Rivers checked in.
Substitution on the court.
Young outside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Second personal foul. Second
No question,
foul.
he got bumped on that shot.
Shooting for
And
New
a moment
Orleans.
now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for New Orleans.
No adjustments made by the other team, and they couldn't defend against the speed of this group. They've been running over them in this one.
Something else that they've had working for them is attacking the offensive glass. Boy, taking advantage and creating second chance points. Impressive.
So he comes up empty, missing both.
Really getting after the defense since the break. He's so hard to keep off the line when he pushes the action.
Here's O'Neal. That's tipped. Young outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Second personal
Doris,
foul.
the NBA
13
keeps
foul.
talking about the idea of an in-season tournament, taking a cue, I guess, from European soccer. Do you like that? Do you think it would work?
Well, the European soccer situation has the advantage of tradition and history. There's meaning behind it. Obviously, I'm open to a little drama in the middle of the NBA season. The challenge is convincing the players and their representation in the Players Association that this is something of value.
Wallace kicks to Young. Now, here is O'Neal. The pass to Smith. Puts one up from 19, and that one's good. Griffith.
Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
Mills dishes to Wallace. From deep. Rebound by Smith. For Anaheim, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them.
New Orleans foul. Bradley. Second personal foul. Second team
Free throw
foul.
good, Smith.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Taking
Smith hits them both. New Orleans leading by 20. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Rivers, and finished off by Rivers.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Here's O'Neal. The rebound by Brantley. Brantley's got 6 rebounds in the game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control. And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Timeout called, Anaheim. And we all know that injuries are a part of the game, Doris, but it seems like for taller players, bigger players, there can be an additional challenge. Why is that?
Well, think about it, Kevin. If you're a 7-footer who maybe goes between 250 and 280 pounds, playing an 82-game grind with so little time for rest and for healing, the modern game with all the movement that's required, that is particularly challenging for any big man of that size.
Pass to Griffith. Launches it. And another miss by Anaheim. For New Orleans, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Deflects the pass. Smith with it, and Young picks him up defensively. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
second personal foul. Third team foul.
That one is off.
Haynes. 2 shots.
Good on the second free throw.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half. Now,
Here's Mills. Not a lot of room. It's Young on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Buries it down low. Young's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Young with the steal. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Young with the ball. Shot's good by Mills.
In the flick of a switch, going from defense to offense.
Well, just terrific anticipation to force the turnover and ignite the break.
Shot, high post. It's sent back down by Simmons. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith. And Anaheim going with a whole new group out there. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. And for a lot of up-and-coming teams, getting better defensively is the key to reaching, Greg, that next level. That being considered, what's the first step in that improvement?
A lot of times it's bringing in a great defense.
That is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that finish.
Nice.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Olsen passes to Richardson, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
What an effective, efficient offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor.
Here's Doyle to the paint. Here's Rivers, and then Rivers with the dunk.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Cameron, the pass to Richardson. We've got 1:48 left here in the fourth quarter. From outside the arc, P with the bucket. P's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Doyle passes to Rivers, and finished off by Rivers.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Here's Puska. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here.
Look out.
And that's a rugged play.
That's straight toughness.
No. Tell me we didn't just see that.
Oh, yeah. I think he's been practicing, GA, that one.
I'll tell you, that is a little bit of effort and a lot of work. How about the energy in this building off that play?
There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Graham, the pass to Rivers, and finished off by Rivers.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Count it.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
There's 42 seconds left in the game. Here's Doyle to the middle. Ball stolen. Down low. Here's Richardson. And he misses the fast break layup.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing.
Yes, that goes in.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
To the inside. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Rivers with it. The 19-foot shot misses the shot. So we see New Orleans taking the W here.
That's
A
the
resounding
end of the game.
victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.